Commissioner, thanks for being with us this morning. I have a couple questions with regards to our youth detention facilities and the raise the age. I'm picking up a lot in the news with concerns from law enforcement of the use of 16 and 17-year-olds for criminal activity to avoid the more serious criminal responsibility of 18 and 19-year-olds, particularly in regards to gang activity and gun violence that we're seeing. I'm just wondering what, if anything, your agency is doing as overseeing the Raise the Age program as far as trying to gather information on just exactly what's going on and what you're picking up in your facilities on and hearing kind of at least anecdotally on what these 16 to 17-year-olds or even younger are doing. Are they being exploited so that older gang members or other criminals are utilizing them?
Yes, I will say I've read about that, right? There's been obviously a lot in the news every single day. It seems about that. I've not heard that quite a bit in my own, in my own facilities. What I will say to you is I think we have to just not conflate the Raise the Age law that was passed several years ago with what's happening now in our world. Between the number of guns on the street, between just the impact of COVID and court processing. We're seeing kids stay in detention for much longer periods of time that they were ever intended for. That's creating an issue on occasion where there's not access to specialized secure detention beds. Those are all real issues for sure that we are working our way through. And as you heard me say, we're now starting to see a number of capital proposals for detention programs now that the pandemic seems to be lifting a bit. So we absolutely need to move forward in building capital capacity. But I think we have to be very careful in not conflating what's happening around just gun violence with sort of throwing the baby out with the bathwater on race.
Right, but we have to be very careful that 16 to 17-year-olds and those underage are not being either exploited or utilized because of they're going to avoid this criminal responsibility. And I think we're seeing longer stays in these facilities because there's more individuals, 16 to 17-year-olds now, going into those facilities that are committing much more serious crimes. And I would just encourage you and your department, because I have been in contact talking to Assemblywoman Burns, who was talking before about the issues in one of the facilities in her area, where they're hearing this, that 16 to 17-year-olds are being used to avoid the more serious criminal responsibility for the 18, 19 and older with that. And so I'll just leave it at that. And with regards to capital facilities, I hope we're looking at regionalized facilities where multiple counties can, in a localized region, can send their those youth to a more close facility anyways, because I do think those that certainly have family contacts and interested family, their ability to be able to interact with them while they're undergoing that. So
thank you.
I just encourage that.
Thank you so much.
Senator.